Good evening in this rainy weather. Welcome to today's episode of Wednesdays with Pastor K. What a joy it is to be your host today. Please indicate if you can hear me and let me know if you can see me clearly. Welcome to today's episode. I'm excited to be your host today, and I believe we're going to have an awesome time. Please do the following for me. Please share the feed, like the feed, comment, and make sure to interact with me throughout this session. I believe that it's going to be a great one. And also help me get the world into this room. You can tag your friends, you can share this feed so that people that follow you can also tune in to our discussion for today. Well, happy Wednesday night. I'm happy to spend a few minutes of my time with you. And I just wanted to, just a quick recap on last week's session. For the past 2 weeks, we've been talking about life lessons that will help us. And for the past 2 weeks, I've shared about 28 of those life lessons, and I believe that they have been of great help to you. If you have not tuned in for the past 2 weeks, you can always go back onto my profile, my wall. You can get those 2 videos and get up to speed as well. And today we are going to, all right, before I even get to today, let's quickly recap on last week's life lessons. We spoke about the life lessons that will help you live a better life, part 2. Welcome, Muzi Keswa. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Awesome. Can you hear me, Muzi? I see you can see me, but can you hear me? Awesome. Let's see who's watching here. I'm gonna check here. Okay, I see Mukhadi is watching on Facebook. Welcome, Mukhadi. Good to see you. And I see there's a number of people watching, but I can't see them on this side of my stream. Thank you, Muzi. Okay, there we have Tsepama daughter watching on YouTube. Welcome, son. Good to see you. We have my beautiful wife watching on Facebook. Welcome, my wife. And we have also, let's see who else is here. Okay. All right, I'll see these ones as the system begins to show them on this side. I can see there are quite a number of people watching, but I can't see on my end who's watching. Awesome stuff. Good evening, family. Welcome. So last week we spoke about the life lessons, and I just want to recap on those quickly before we start on today's topic. We spoke about, we said number 1, be kind to everyone. And secondly, we said that your attitude in tough times defines you. We said your health is your real wealth. That was number 3. Number 4, we said it's never too late to apologize. Don't let your pride ruin great relationships. And number 5, we said never compare yourself to anyone. No 2 people can be the same. And number 6, I said respect time. It is your greatest currency. Number 7, I said a bad day is not necessarily a bad life. A bad day is not necessarily a bad life. And number 8, we said that persistence pays off, and I encourage you to keep running. Number 9, I said don't live for validation. What matters is how you see yourself. Number 10, I said you are never too old to try something new. Number 11, I said that focus on progress, not perfection. And number 12 was your habits determine your true self. And number 13 was success is the product of daily habits, not a one-day thing. And those were the life lessons that we shared last week. Welcome, Zizweni. Good to see you, Kaz. Good to see you, man. Thank you for tuning in. And I think I've missed someone here. Okay. And the rest will see them as they climb in. Awesome. And today I want us to discuss a very important topic today, guys. I want us to talk on the root of jealousy. The root of jealousy. And I believe that most of us have been victims of this. And you may be surprised that even us that are watching, we are also people who have been jealous of others. So I want us to discuss this thing today. It's a very interesting topic, and most of us go through the side effects of jealousy. We have experienced jealousy in our families. We have experienced jealousy at our workplaces, jealousy in our circle of friends. Most of us do experience jealousy as we go up, as we get our act together. And I want us to interact on this subject. For those of you who have experienced jealousy, you've had somebody very close to you become jealous of you, and it messed up your relationship. I want you guys to please share with me in the comments your experience. How has that affected you? Because I know jealousy can break relationships, it can destroy relationships, it can mess up long-term relationships. Because by the time when you get to discover that the person that you truly were very close to, this person became jealous of your achievements, and you discovered too late in your life when you heard from somebody else or people that are close to you and this person, how this person used to portray you to them, and you never knew. You've always thought that this person was for you and all those things. And I want us to discuss this subject, which is a subject that affects almost all of us. Each and every one of us will experience people that are jealous of them. And like I said, you might find that we ourselves might have been jealous of other people. And this is what we have to deal with. This is what we have to make sure that we get rid of this thing, because it's not good. And today I want us to really learn on how to overcome this thing, and also how to deal with people that have been jealous of you and all those things. Welcome, Mbali. Good to see you. Mbali is watching on Facebook. Welcome, Dora, and welcome, Katlego Musaka. Katlego Musaka is watching on Facebook. Welcome, Dora. Good to see you. And also, I see my dear friend Lerato Matebes is watching on Facebook. Welcome, Jesus man. Good to see you, man. So, the root of jealousy. This is a deep one, guys. Jealousy and competitiveness are a natural human emotions. They are natural human emotions, but allowing them to fester can harm relationships and personal growth. So, according to research and studies, you will realize that this thing is a common thing, and it's normal for you to have this thing, but you must manage it. You must manage what we call jealousy, because it's never good. It's never good. I'm sure it's raining also where you're watching. I'm busy trying to get myself around this rain. Lightning is busy also. So yes, let's get back to the subject. Jealousy starts when you compare yourself to others. That's where you will see jealousy coming up. The moment you start comparing yourself with somebody else, then jealousy, it's about to show up in your life. You must never in life ever compare yourself with anyone. Don't compare yourself with anyone. Jealousy erupts when we start comparing ourselves with others. And that's where now it comes in. It comes from envy. It comes from envy. The moment you become envious of other people or of somebody else's achievements, jealousy has kicked in. Envy is not good. Envy is not good. We may admire and we may get inspired and we need to celebrate. But the moment it gets to the stage of envy, then it's a challenge. It's a problem. We have to deal with that. You must never allow yourself to be envious of anyone. Never, never. We can admire, and also we can be inspired, and the best we can do is to celebrate. We must celebrate those who are ahead of us. We must celebrate those who seem successful. We must celebrate those who are doing well. But the moment we become envious of their achievements, then something is about to kick in, and that thing is called jealousy. And jealousy is not good. It's not good for you. It's not good for me. Welcome, Tiamo. Khoaripe. Tiamo's watching on YouTube. Welcome, son. Good to see you. Patuchezo's watching on Facebook. Welcome, Patuchezo. So it poisons the heart. That's one thing about jealousy. It poisons the heart. You become somebody you never used to be. And you get consumed with somebody else's achievements, and all of a sudden you are trying to come up with ways why this person should not be celebrated. Maybe you've helped this person acquire that job, and now they are doing very well. Now you start telling everybody, yeah, it's doing well because I found them a job. Then you must know that jealousy is kicking in. It is slowly kicking in. We must manage this thing. We know of a great story in the Bible, the story between King Saul and David. Saul was a king, and David used to serve Saul. David for such a long time for this man, and he used to serve this man, and David was a worshiper, and Saul would have David come play and worship, in his circumference. But it got to a point where God earmarked David to become the next king, and God did exploits through this young man called David, and God used David to do super exploits, if I might put it that way. And there came a time where now God anointed David to be the next king, meaning that Saul was going to be removed from the throne and David was going to take over the throne. Guess what? Then jealousy grew in the life of Saul. Actually, it erupted, it emanated when people started celebrating David, that Saul killed 1,000, but David killed tens of thousands, meaning that David was doing much better than Saul, and Saul did not take that very well. He took offense to that, and he started targeting David because he felt that David cannot outdo him, cannot outsmart him, and he felt that no, he had to bring David down, so he wanted to kill David. That's what jealousy can make you do. Jealousy can cause you to want to kill those whom God has sent your way for you to mentor them, and those God is lifting up, before you, and that can cause you to want to destroy those people. And that's what happened in the case of Saul. King Saul wanted to kill him because he felt that he was outsmarting him, and he felt that people were in favor of David instead of him. And that's where many of us get to become jealous most of the time. The moment somebody we knew then and we see this person rise before our eyes, we start becoming jealous because we knew this person when they were still probably a non-entity in our midst, but when we see them rising, then it became a problem. It becomes a problem. And that's where we have to manage this thing called jealousy, because it can be very dangerous. It can be very dangerous. People can plot your death. People can orchestrate your death or your assassination simply because they are jealous of you. They are jealous of who you are becoming. They are jealous of your rising. They are jealous of your power. And we have to manage this. We have to manage it. Yeah. Welcome, Sister MB. It's been a while. Good to see you. Good to see you. Tumelompo is watching on YouTube. Welcome, son. Good to see you. So it is an unhealthy spirit of competition. That's what jealousy is. It is an unhealthy spirit of competition, and we have to deal with that. We have to deal with it because it's unhealthy. It's not good. It's not good. I mean, we know of Cain and Abel. They were brothers. Adam's children. They were brothers, and both of them, they served God, but God favored Abel because of Abel's heart. That Abel, every time he gathered a harvest, he will first think of the house of the Lord, and he will go sacrifice and sow a seed in the house of the Lord. But when it came to Cain, Cain would do whatever he wants to do and then come and sacrifice to the Lord last. and God did not approve of that. God did not like that. Therefore, God liked, or God favored the seed that came from Abel, and that caused a drift among them because Cain became very jealous of his brother. It happens in families. I'm sure some of you will have experienced this from your families. Jealousy has no boundaries. Jealousy can take place in your family. It can take place between you and your close friend. That's how jealousy operates. It wants those close relationships, and that's where it operates. And there's really no need for you to be jealous of somebody you don't even know. We hardly are jealous of people we don't even know. I mean, today, if I were to ask you, are you jealous of President Cyril Ramaphosa? No, because he's even distant. You are not. But the moment somebody very close to you begins to succeed, then jealousy kicks in. And a person that comes from your family, probably maybe your brother, your sister, or your relative, you can also pick up jealousy in those kinds of relationships. And these are the things that we have to deal with. Yes, these are the things that we have to deal with. Yeah. Welcome, Dino Khwadi. She's watching on YouTube. Welcome, Dora. Good to see you. And yeah, let's see. Katlego says, Dad, what does someone who is jealous sound like? What are some of the words you'll hear coming from a jealous person? What is their vocabulary? Often, Katlego, someone who's jealous of you, they always want what you have. They always compare themselves to you. Like, for instance, if you say, let's say you buy a car today, and because you have bought a car, now they start making comments like, I'm also going to buy a car. I'm also going to get my own car. I'm going to buy a car, maybe probably month end. I'm going to buy a car, maybe probably next month, simply because you've bought a car. Instead of them saying, you know what, well done, congratulations, you've bought a great car, a beautiful car. No, they tell you that they're also going to buy a car. And probably maybe you've done that nice hairstyle. Instead of them celebrating with you, they say, I'm also going to go do my hair tomorrow. You see, that's jealousy showing up. That's jealousy showing. So they actually want to do better than you have done. They don't appreciate you doing better than them. That's how jealousy manifests. It manifests that way. People cannot handle your success, and therefore they start comparing themselves to you. That's how jealousy operates. And often also it will manifest as when people start celebrating you based on your achievements, then a jealous person will start critiquing you in front of those people. Instead of echoing their words, they'll start mentioning your faults. Yes, yeah, well, okay, you're saying they've achieved this and this, but you don't know what they've done. They've done this and that and that. Then you must know that's jealousy. They would rather display your debt instead of celebrating you. That's how a jealous person operates. I hope that answered you. So, and like I said, Cain killed his brother. He killed his own brother because God favored Abel and God was pleased with Abel's seed. And Cain did not like that. So he resorted to killing his own brother. Cain and Abel were blood brothers. I've seen it in my family, and even my wife as well. My wife as well has seen it in her own family. That's how jealousy operates. It's got no boundaries. It's got no boundaries. Your own blood brother, your own blood sister can be jealous of your achievements, and they can become your worst enemy without you knowing. And they can be jealous of your achievements, and instead of them celebrating you, because obviously when you succeed, when you do well in life, people will start, word will go out there that you're doing very well. And when people speak in front of those who are close to you, probably maybe your brother or your sister, then your sister starts saying, no, it's not what it looks like. You know, you did not achieve these things honestly. They start mentioning all bad stuff to paint you in a bad light. And that's how people operate. That's how they operate. We must be very careful when it comes to this spirit of jealousy. It's a spirit that is not good. And it's a spirit that cannot accept other people rising while you remain on one level. And like I said, I've experienced this in my family, and likewise with my wife, and a lot of people that I know. We all go through such. Yeah, awesome, 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 Katleho. Katleho says, you've thoroughly answered my question. This is such an interesting topic. Awesome. God bless you, daughter. Mukhadi says, Dad, since you've also mentioned that jealousy does not only come from people you are not related to, but also your relatives are most likely to be jealous of your achievements and so forth. How do I not mind their jealousy more, especially if I'm really close with this relative? There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do to help a jealous person. There's nothing you can do. Just move on. Just move on with your life, because like Abel, they might end up killing you. That's how bad jealousy can be. All you have to do is just pray for them. Just pray for them that God will help them, that they will overcome this thing, because this thing is really a demon that has come to tarnish your reputation simply because you are doing very well in your life. There's absolutely nothing you can do to help these people, unless you want to stop succeeding so that they can be fine as well. But there's really nothing you can do. There's really nothing you can do. But Musaka says, is it ever wise to confront a jealous person? Is it wise to tell someone to just stop being jealous and celebrate you? Does this sound prideful? Yeah, absolutely. You must remember, Katejo, that jealousy is not something that is visible. It's not something tangible, but it's something that hides in the heart. So how do you say to somebody, I know you're jealous of me? And you can't prove except by pointing to actions. It's something that is inside of them. So when you begin to pick up a form or some sort of jealousy in somebody, the best you can do, it was discernment. You've discerned this thing. So stop mentioning your breakthroughs to this person, or stop sharing your successes and your highlights with this person, because you've picked up that this person is jealous of you. So the last thing I will do is to go to the people that I know are jealous of me and start sharing my achievements, start sharing my successes. I'm causing this thing to fester. Therefore, I must avoid it at all costs. If I've picked up that this person is jealous of me, I must stay away as much as possible. The last thing I will do when I'm around this person is to share my successes, because that's what they don't like. They don't love seeing me succeed. They don't love seeing me prosper. So I have to minimize also my time with these people, because truly they don't appreciate of me doing very well. So I don't think it's a good idea, Katleho. So don't even think about it. But it's good for you to discern and to spot that this person is jealous of your achievements, and you can move forth from that. Excuse me. So we have to learn how to manage this thing. We must manage such things. Witnessing a family member's professional accomplishments, if it makes you envious of their career or success, simply because somebody in your family has found or has gotten a great job, and they've got company car, they've got perks, and you are nowhere near their success, and you start now feeling bad. That's jealousy erupting. That's jealousy erupting within you. You must fight that thing with everything that you have, and understand that your journeys are never the same. So stop comparing yourself with somebody other than yourself. You must stop that. You must not compare yourself with anybody else. And also, jealousy is a sign of insecurity. It's a sign that you are very insecure of who you are, and you are very insecure in your earthly assignment. You must not compare yourself with anybody else. It's a sign of insecurity. It affects how you perceive others. It affects how you perceive others, or the way you perceive yourself. So not only does it affect how you perceive the other person, but also how you perceive yourself. That's what jealousy is all about. It affects how you see yourself, and it affects how you see the next person. And you start saying, okay, but why do they have this and I don't have? You must really work on that. You must really work on that. And also, as a result, We buy cars we cannot afford simply because we want to measure up to somebody else's level, a level we have not yet attained. So we start now getting ourselves into debt because a close friend or a close relative or your own brother, your own sister has bought a car. Therefore, you really can't even afford. But you're telling yourself, no, I'm not going to let this happen under my watch. That means this person is doing better than me. I'm going to buy a car as well. That's jealousy. That's jealousy. You don't even know the reasons why they bought the car. They probably maybe need the car for work. They probably have a car allowance that will subsidize that car. They needed to do what they do for a living. But because now you cannot handle the next person being celebrated that they bought a car and your peers are celebrating this person as well, and now you feel that you're being left to go and get this car simply because you cannot handle somebody else getting ahead of you. That's jealousy. That's jealousy manifesting. That's jealousy manifesting. You see, you can overcome jealousy by being content. Be content with where you are. Be content with the level that you are at now. Be content. Everybody gets their turn, and everybody gets to a season of greatness. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Don't compare yourself with anybody. There are people who will just want to assassinate your character. They will want to tarnish your reputation simply because other people are celebrating you, and they cannot handle that. You must not allow yourself to be in that space. You must deal with it and make sure that you move away from that. Yeah. Katejo says, I admit I have been jealous of someone before for a long time, and the person loved me so much. I just had to really pray for the person and began to value them when I started praying for them instead of focusing on the spirit of jealousy, trying to find full expression in my life. You are right, Dad. Praying helps manage jealousy. Jealousy is really the bait of Satan. Absolutely. It's the bait of Satan. It's Satan wanting to use you to eliminate that particular person or to malign that particular person's reputation. And if you allow yourself to fall into this trap, Satan will use you mightily to destroy that person's character or to go on a smear campaign against this particular person, if I may put it this way, that way. My wife says they never admit it. It will be your word against theirs, so it's pointless confronting them. Yeah, absolutely. Just thank God for showing you that side of a person and move on. They will get better as soon as they achieve more than you. Yeah, that's how actually that's how they operate. They only get better when they achieve better than you. That's what makes them feel at peace and be content. The moment they start doing better than you, then they start having that peace back because they feel that they are better than you. That's what they want. There are certain people who cannot accept other people doing better than them, and there are people who celebrate you for as long as, even though you are doing well, but you're not doing better than them. The moment you start doing better than them, then jealousy will erupt, and you will definitely see jealousy. But Jesus says, be grateful where you are in life. I have learned that most of the people are living life beyond their means. Absolutely. So you will go buy a car simply because a friend of yours has bought a car. People get into serious debt. They get into serious debt. I mean, somebody just buys a house and they can afford it. They buy a house and you feel like, no, I'm being left behind. Now, instead of celebrating this person, wow, you've got a beautiful house, you're saying, yeah, I'm also looking at houses. No. Let's just celebrate people purely. Let's be genuine. Let's celebrate others when they do well. And your turn will come. It will be nice if you did not show an emotion like that to say, I'm also going to buy a house. It will be nice that the day you buy your own house, that person will also celebrate you as well, because you did not show any form of jealousy. But when somebody buys a house, now you start saying, yeah, I'm also going to buy a house. as well, and it depends also. It depends also on the tone of your comment, because you can be really genuine when somebody has bought a house and you go see their house, you celebrate them, say, wow, I'm very proud of you, you've done very well, this is a very beautiful house. I've also been looking as well, but I haven't found something, but maybe in good time I will find something. But really, you've got a good house, or you've got a beautiful house. That person is genuine. You're celebrating somebody else. But instead of celebrating this person, you're saying, yeah, but I'm also looking for your house as well. And your tone, you see, the tone says it all. That's why they say actions speak louder than words. So the tone will show that, are you happy? Are you happy? So somebody buys a car, and it's a beautiful car. Everybody celebrates them. Everybody around you celebrates them. And instead of celebrating, you say, we are also going to get there. We are also getting there. It's a challenge there. There's something in your heart that is not celebrating that person. You're feeling a little bit left out, and you are saying, we are also going to catch up. Avoid those things. You know in your heart that you want that thing, you want to buy it. There's no need of you saying, because somebody has done well, now you're also mentioning that, no, we are also going to get there. We will also get there. Just celebrate cleanly. Yeah. Awesome. Mbali says, she's actually replying to Tandega. She says, very true, Austi. Then it results to depression because one fails to appreciate what they have. Absolutely. And it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. We many times people don't want to celebrate other people. And it's actually a bad thing. It's not really a good thing. We must learn to celebrate others. We must learn to celebrate others. Somebody gets a bigger position at work, and because someone is getting paid very well, and now they are now ahead of you. Now you're no longer stable at your workplace, at your job. Now you start looking for other jobs. You start submitting your CV everywhere because you want to match their salary or to top their salary. Simply because somebody is doing well, they've got a great position, they've been promoted, and the perks are good. Instead of celebrating them, no, you can't handle that. You can't handle that. Because this person now has become a general manager, they have become a supervisor, they have become a manager at their workplace. All of a sudden now you're starting to apply for managerial positions and all that because you want to measure up. No, that's not the right spirit. That's not the right spirit. Many people have difficulty with handling success, in particular the success of others. There are many people who have a difficulty of handling other people's success. It's a problem. It's a problem. We must celebrate other people. And listen, success cannot be depleted. We cannot finish success. We cannot, if I may put it that way. We cannot. Success is available for everyone who wants to succeed. So at times we behave as if now this person has taken all the success in the world and therefore I don't like them anymore because they've taken what I should have. And it looks like God has run out of success and this life has become void of success because somebody else is successful. No. Everyone has an opportunity to succeed if they put their heart to it. So celebrate other people when they succeed in life. I mean, if we do that, obviously we operate scarcity mentality. When we feel jealous, we are in a scarcity. Before we don't have, and what are that? That's not good. We focus on what we don't have and what others have. Then that's a problem. And the moment you focus on the next person other than yourself, then you lose focus on what God is really doing in your life. Miss the plans, lose more friends and family when we succeed in life. And that's what I've picked up over the years. The moment you start rising, you will lose more friends, you will lose family members as well. I'm telling you, you will realize that when you were not so successful, you were very close with certain friends. When you were not so successful, you were very close with certain family members. But the moment you started rising and climbing to the top, then success became a problem. It became a problem for those around you. It became a problem for even your family members, because now they see you rising, and that is a problem to them. And now all of a sudden they start pulling out of your life. They start pulling out of your life because they cannot handle being around you. That everywhere they go with you, people are praising you, people are celebrating you, people are celebrating your success, and that is becoming a problem in their lives. Then you realize the moment you start rising, you will lose people. You will lose people. You will lose people. Yeah. Yeah. My wife says, I came to a realization in life that everyone gets a chance in life. It all depends on what you do with your chance. So people should learn to relax and wait peaceably for their time. And everybody gets their turn. Everybody gets their turn. That's why I said earlier, celebrate those who are ahead. Celebrate those who are doing well. When your turn comes, they will also celebrate you. They will also celebrate you. But we tend to be very jealous of others when they succeed, and we become enemies more than anything. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, yes, Muzi, absolutely. There is anger in jealousy. There is anger in jealousy. People get so jealous in such a way that when people praise you, they start talking about your faults. They start talking about the things that you do bad to dim your light. Your light is too much, therefore they have to dim that light because they don't like you succeeding. And that can come from anger. People can be very angry that now that you're doing well, and they don't like that. They don't like that. Some people love you for as long as you don't have anything. They will love you. And some people will love you for as long as you are not doing better than them. But the moment you start shooting up, there's a problem there. Problem will begin to happen. The problem will begin to show up at your door. The moment you compare yourself to others, you actually decide that you are not as good as they are. That's what you're doing. The moment you start comparing yourself with others, you are actually saying you are not as good as they are. And let me tell you, each and every one of us is unique, and you've got your own offering to this earth. Each and every one of us has something to offer to this world. Every one of us. It's of no use being jealous of anybody. You can celebrate that person, and you know the saying, if you can't beat them, join them. Join them. Katlego says, this topic is revealing so much. People can also make you feel so guilty of for genuinely fighting to live a good and intentional life. People get angry for your success, so you can't even enjoy because it's making someone else uncomfortable. That's unfortunately, it is so. Yeah. But it says most people associate themselves with jealousy. The reason, Mbali, of witchcraft is jealousy. Is jealousy. You must remember, when somebody bewitches you, it's because they want you to become what they want you to become. They are not happy with who you are. They are not happy with who you are becoming. Therefore, they must cause you to become something that God did not create you to become. For them, if you can lose your job, if you can lose your house, if you can lose your car, it's a great achievement for them. That's witchcraft. That's witchcraft. It's a great achievement for them. And that is why certain people, when they see somebody else's progress, they see somebody else's success, they say, but you must watch out. Such things don't last. Sooner or later, they will be going down. That's jealousy. That's jealousy. And it's something that needs to be dealt with. The moment you compare yourself to others, you actually decide that you are not as good as they are, which could lead to insecurities and low self-esteem. That's what jealousy is all about. It emanates from low self-esteem. You actually think that you can't do better than this person if you put your mind to it, if you put your heart to it. So therefore, the best thing is to say bad stuff about this person or to attack their success. Let me give you the keys on how you can overcome this thing. If you are a person that is jealous of someone, or how to help somebody who's jealous of others. Number one, embrace the person that God says you are. Embrace the person that God says you are. That's number one of overcoming jealousy. You've got to be content with yourself. Be content with yourself. We miss God's plan for our lives when we try to become someone else. We miss God's plan. The moment you start wanting to become me and you leave your purpose neglected, therefore you're going to miss God's plan for your life. Because God's plan for your life, it's in you. It's not in the next person. It's not in the next person. So we miss God's plan for our lives when we try to become someone else. We miss God's plan for our lives. Yes, that's very true. That's very true. My wife says time and chance is given to everyone, according to Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 11. Believing that you could have been better as someone else instead of yourself is proof that you don't trust God for what he has to offer in this world through you. Not being jealous of anybody else and being content with who you are, it's a sign that you trust God for what he has to do through your life. But being jealous of the next person, it's proof that you don't trust God to do the best out of your life. You must be content. Be content with who you are. No one can do you the way you can do you. No one. The same way you cannot do the next person the way they can do themselves. You cannot. You can be the best you, and the only person that can be the best you is you. No one else can be the best you. No one else. Only you. Yeah. Awesome, son. Awesome, Tsepang. Katlego says, I had an incident and it was funny when I think about it. There was a situation. I wanted to eat KFC so badly the other day and I could not even have it because the people around me will wonder how I'm eating KFC during the dry seasons of the month. I'm just thinking now, when I eat my food in those times of the month, I must pray against the spirit of jealousy, lest I don't enjoy my food because of jealousy. Praise the Lord. And but Jesus says, God designed us differently. We all can learn from each other. Absolutely. Each and every person on this planet has something to offer. And it is only what you can do. It is only what you can do, and you alone, nobody else. Number two, understand that life is not a competition. Understand that life is not a competition. If you want to overcome jealousy, you've got to understand that life is not a competition. Yes, life is a race. It is a race, but it's not a competition. It is not a competition. Stop competing. Don't compete with anybody. Don't compete with anybody. Your greatest competition is you. It is you. The moment you start comparing yourself with somebody else, the moment you start competing with the next person, then jealousy is about to kick in. The moment they achieve great things, now you all of a sudden you want to achieve better than them. That you're competing. You are competing. Number three, recognize that you are becoming jealous of others. Spirit, you must recognize you've been jealous of somebody, you've been jealous of a particular person, and you've always feel bad when they progress in life. You must recognize first, before you can deal with the spirit of jealousy, recognize that jealousy. That time this person succeeds, this time, every time this person does something great, I feel bad. Then you must pick up. That's jealousy. You must recognize it. And as soon as you recognize it, you must deal with it. You must deal with it. Number 4, work on yourself and focus on who. If you're going to, you must work on yourself and focus on who God says you are. That's what you ought to do. Number 5, don't compare yourself with others. I've said times today. Don't compare yourself with others. That's number 5. There is plenty of success all over. I will repeat that. There is plenty out there for all of us. For all of us. For all of us. It's, there is no use. It's of no use feeling jealous of somebody, whereas you can also make it in life. You will also make it in life. Just celebrate somebody. Celebrate the brother. Celebrate the sister. Celebrate your friend. You have an opportunity as well. You are given many opportunities. And like my wife said, time and chance is given to all. It is given to all. Direct your energy towards achieving your own aspirations rather than comparing yourself to others. So that energy of displaying your jealousy, rather channel it to working very hard to also achieving great things in your life. Your journey is unique. That you must understand. Your journey is unique. And comparing it to others only detracts from your own progress and happiness. Embrace your individuality and be the best version of yourself. Embrace your individuality and be the best version of yourself. Number 6, the last one. Number 6, reframe jealousy as inspiration. Reframe jealousy as inspiration. That's how you've got to reframe it. Reframe it as inspiration. It will help you. It will help you. The moment you see somebody else now as an enemy because they are doing well, then you have a problem there. You have a problem there. You must reframe jealousy as an inspiration. So when you see somebody succeeding, and rather look at that person as an inspiration because you've seen them rise. You must be inspired more than anything instead of feeling bad. Celebrate others' success. Celebrate others' success instead of feeling threatened by others. And that's what jealousy causes you to do. You will feel threatened by others. Another person's success threatens you. You feel threatened by success. It's not good. It's not good. Somebody else starts a company and they've just started simply because they've got this name of the company and they feel that now this person has been start the same company. Jealousy there. So don't do things because somebody else is doing it. It's always a good thing to feel that calling within you to say, I want to go into such and such a business. And you go into that business. In closing, I remember one story when in my early stages of employment, and I remember buying a car, a nice Golf 3, VR6 then, beautiful car. But the reason why I bought that car, a sales representative, so I needed that car. So they were going to pay me the car allowance and all those things. And a long time I came and saw this beautiful. This was, the guy was feeling the pain, and I did not understand. Obviously, he did not say it. Met this other guy who knows both of them. And this guy says to your friend, hey, your friend was here yesterday and he was so distraught. Your friend sleep. He couldn't sleep because he was thinking of your car. And as a result, he wants to buy a car as well because that thing did not sit well with him. I'm like, what? I need the car. I need the car to do the job. I need the car. And guess what? The following week, the guy rocks up at my house. He's bought a car. He's bought a car. He did not need the car for what he did at work, but he went and bought the car. Guess what? He could not afford the car. Even though he had the car, then he lived miserably because he was always out of cash. He even struggled to put petrol in the car. That's how bad jealousy can be. We will go and buy things we cannot afford to measure up to people who can afford those things at the time. And it's one of those stories, and there are many of such stories that we have experienced in our lives. And I'm telling you, this thing is real, and we have to deal with it. We have to manage it. But thank you so much for tuning in. I believe you're blessed by today's topic. And remember to share the feed so that people that follow you can also tune in and learn from this thing and also overcome it. Because part of this reason for this stream is to get people to overcome this thing and approach it differently. Always reframe jealousy as inspiration and be inspired when other people do well, and your 10 will come. Your 10 will come. Awesome. God bless you, Tsepang. Patricia says, our journey is unique. Satan knows that when we develop strong feelings of jealousy against others, he knows you're going to lose focus on what God has in store for you. Yeah. Yes, Katleko says, what an insightful session, Dad. Wow. This session spring cleaned my heart and my mind. I always come out better after mentorship. I come out with better perspective. My paradigm shift and new healthier ways of thinking are formed and cultivated in your sessions. God richly bless you, Dad. Thank you so much, my daughter. I appreciate the blessing. Awesome. Before I let you go, if you have not yet invested in my book, here's a copy of The Call of God. You can only get it for 200 Rand. It's a great resource. It will bless you. It will help you understand your reason for living, your reason for being here on earth. You will understand that you are not an extra. You were sent here because there was a vacancy for you and God had a purpose for you. And you can buy this book. You can direct message me, or you can get it on our websites. You can get it from www.blackiconic.co.za, or you can get it from www.thehouseofprayerministries.co.za. Failing to do that, you can direct message me. Awesome. God bless you. Let me just pray for you. I just felt that unction to pray for people to overcome this thing and not to find yourself jealous. Father, in the name of Jesus, Father, I take authority over the spirit of jealousy in the name of Jesus. Father, I rebuke this spirit and I declare that none of the viewers, Heavenly Father, tonight, Heavenly Father, will struggle with this spirit of jealousy. I take authority over this spirit, Heavenly Father, and I command it to loose God's people in the name of Jesus. Father, I declare that each and every person here will celebrate others, and I declare that you will celebrate everyone that succeeds before your eyes. In Jesus' mighty name. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you. I'll see you next week, same place, same time. Remember, we are streaming our last session for 2024 on the 11th of December. God bless you. I'll see you next week at 7 p.m.